Keep watching to find out how I made my first crochet wig. So for this project, I mainly used 3 packs of Marley braiding hair, a mesh net cap, a foam mannequin, a pair of scissors, 2 packs of perm rods, and a hairbrush. Alright, so I used 2 packs of Cuban Twist from Sensational's Equaline, and then 1 pack of Marley braiding hair from, I think it was Vanessa. And this is just basically because it had the colors that I needed from the beauty supply store that I was at. So I'm just going to take out the hair from the pack, and basically I'm going to cut it in half. And here it is. It's pretty long, so depending on whatever length that you're trying to go for determines whether or not you're going to cut it in half. So I'm just going to locate the middle and then cut it in half. So as you can see that they're kind of already in sections. So what I do is just take one section at a time and split it in half, and it makes it easier for me to comb it through. So I comb through the hair because it makes my curls more uniform when I take it out. You're going to get your perm rods and take that sectioned piece and hold the tip of it at the end of the curling rod. Do at the end where the string is attached. And so then at this point, I'm just going to twist the hair around the curling rod. But as I'm twisting it, I'm kind of twisting the hair too. And again, this just makes the curl pattern come out more uniform and not so nappy. Flip the top at the end, and there you have it. So I'm just going to show you another one. After I curled 2 packs worth of curling rods, I put them in a small plastic container ready to have boiling hot water poured over. So obviously you'll need to be careful during this part because the water is really hot and can spill everywhere if you don't pour it correctly. But just pour it evenly throughout the curling rods and let it sit for about 15 seconds. Then after that, I just drain the water out. And here I just used a hand towel to let them sit and dry on. You can use a bigger one if you want. It really doesn't matter what you use. You can even use a shirt, I mean. But yeah, just put them on there for them to sit and dry. I basically just patted them dry. It doesn't have to be completely dry because the heat has already done its job by curling it. You just don't need to be dripping everywhere. Alright, so here is the dried curling rod. And I'm just going to show you how the curl looks. As I unravel the curl, I just do it slowly and unravel it this way so that way it doesn't get nappy or tangled up as I'm taking it out. And there's my curl pattern. Alright, so here's my mesh net cap, and it's pinned to my mannequin head with some sewing pins. It's pretty tight, so you don't really have to do that. And I suggest you do a sample curl in your hair before you start anything, just to make sure that you're going to get the curl that you want. Alright, so here's the dried curl. And basically this is the part where we're going to crochet into the net. You're going to look for that loop that you folded the first time. And here it is. And you're going to carefully just make sure you try to find the exact middle so it won't tangle or anything like that. You'll get the hang of it once you do a few. And you're going to carefully separate it in half, just like that. So now we're going to take our crochet needle or latch needle and we're going to use it to hook it and put into the net. So right here you'll see a little flap, and that's where you're going to use to open and close to hold the hair. So I'm going to put the needle into about 3 or 4 holes, like so. And you're going to do this with the latch or with that little open and close piece down. And then you're going to hook the hair until the needle. And then you want to close the latch, but it'll close automatically when you pull it down. You'll see. So pull it in to about 1 inch, enough where you can grab the hole, because this is where you're going to insert the pearl and pull it through to make a knot. Be careful in this part so you don't mess up your pearl. And after that, you're just going to pull the 2 ends to make a tight knot. Some people do 2 or 3 knots, but I don't find it necessary, so I just did 1 throughout the whole head. So here's my progress. I basically alternated between making curls and letting them sit in water and dry, and then crocheting them into the net. Here's my spacing. I basically just crocheted one every 3 to 4 holes. So they're separated in like almost a diamond shape, as you can see here. It's important to have it more spaced out in the back and closer in the front so that it's fuller and has a more natural look. Yep, so I just continued with the process until I filled in and closed the part. And voila! After some cutting, trimming, and shaping, which was very few by the way, here's the finished product. And it's very versatile. You can have a middle or side part, and you can always leave some leave out, do some bantu knots to make it look more natural. Thanks for watching, guys.